Welcome back, listeners, to the Deep Dive. Today we're diving into Texas land listings, searching for, those hidden gems with developer gold.
Mhm.
We're going to dissect a few properties, really get into the details, and just brainstorm the possibilities.
Sounds fun.
We're not just looking to buy these places. We're putting on those developer hats and thinking, like, what's the untapped potential here?
Exactly. Look beyond what the average buyer sees,
Yeah.
right? We want those unique characteristics that could turn, a piece of land into something special.
All right, so first up, we're going to Olney, Texas.
Okay.
We had 160 acres waiting for us. Price just dropped to $624,100.
Wow.
That's about $3,901 an acre. Oh, and I heard the seller's motivated.
Oh, really?
That always gets my attention. The listing mentions a close to town but country feel.
Which, honestly, a lot of people are looking for that.
Yeah, it's that perfect blend, right?
Yeah, it appeals to a wide range of buyers, too, which is
Yeah.
good for a developer.
Exactly. And speaking of developers, the listing actually says it's attractive to developers. What do you think about that?
Well, if you look at the features, it makes sense, right? Dense cover, which is great for attracting game. Open areas, you could use that for cattle grazing.
Yeah.
Plus, a couple of tanks for water, existing electric, water nearby, and it's fully fenced.
And you could build pretty much anywhere, it seems like. It's got a good road system. It mentions numerous building sites, great views, privacy. I can already picture those custom homes.
Yeah, residential development for sure has potential there. But we got to remember zoning, right?
Right.
That's going to dictate what you can actually do. You always
Yeah.
want to, research local zoning before getting too far.
Yeah, don't want to make that rookie mistake.
Exactly.
And, while this property has utilities nearby, we got to think about the cost of actually, bringing them to those building sites.
Yeah, that adds up quick, right?
Oh, yeah?
Impacts the budget. And since we're thinking like developers, we got to consider subdividing the land. Smaller parcels that might attract, more buyers and increase your return on investment.
Okay, let's move on over to Stamford, Texas.
Great.
A little bit larger parcel here, 168.82 acres. It also had a price drop down to $456,005 or $2,701 an acre. And this one just screams income-generating potential.
It does.
We have 42 acres in cultivation, 74 acres of coastal grass, and 50 acres along California Creek. Plus, there's an existing hay grazer.
Wow.
Yeah, can produce 250 to 350 round bales every year. That's a built-in income stream right there.
Yeah, you got to look into the hay market there, though, see what the potential profit is.
Yeah, absolutely. Good point. But beyond the, agriculture, this property is a haven for wildlife.
Oh, yeah.
Trophy white-tailed deer, hogs, turkey, predators, you name it. And this part of Texas is known for its dove hunting.
And you could actually enhance that even more if you plant certain crops, attract more birds, maybe even have some hunting leases.
Oh, that's a great idea. And it already has some interesting features. There's a converted trailer bridge over the creek.
Okay.
Gives you access to both sides. And a 24 by 30 covered structure, perfect for camping. It does mention that electric and rural water lines are nearby, but not set up yet.
So there's some initial work, but also, a good foundation there.
Yeah. Now, this one comes with a deeded half-mile easement for access.
Okay.
Some people might see that as a drawback, but I think it's a chance to create a really private getaway.
I see what you mean. It adds that exclusivity, which can be a big selling point for the right kind of development.
Exactly. So what kind of development are we thinking? Maybe like an agritourism destination.
Yeah, I like that.
Guests could experience, rural life, enjoy farm-to-table dining, learn about sustainable farming.
That's brilliant.
Or we could lean into the hunting and fishing, offer guided tours, some cozy lodging.
I like it.
Or maybe even take it a step further.
Okay.
Create a small eco-resort for nature lovers.
Yeah.
Hiking trails, bird watching tours, kayaking on the Creek.
You're really getting me excited here.
Yeah.
This property, it could be a developer's dream, but, due diligence is key.
Absolutely. All right, now we're heading to a property that's, it's quite a leap in price and potential. Get ready for Camp Cabina in Ledbetter, Texas.
Okay.
This one's a whopping 180 acres
Wow.
with existing accommodations for 160 guests.
That's a lot.
It is, and it's priced at $6,251,448. So that comes out to about $34,730 per acre.
So it's definitely a bigger investment.
Yeah, but you're not just buying land.
Yeah.
You're investing in, in infrastructure and the ability to generate revenue right away.
True. You bypass all that upfront cost.
Exactly. You can have private retreats, family gatherings, corporate events.
Oh, absolutely. With that many guests, you've got a built-in market for larger groups.
And I'm picturing like a boutique event venue.
Oh, yeah.
Wedding, special
That
occasion.
rustic chic wedding venue.
Yeah. In the heart of Texas, yeah.
Oh, I love that.
The listing does mention a barn and a house, but there aren't many details. So it might be worth exploring how those could fit into the plan. Could we repurpose them, expand them, add value?
Good questions. Maybe the barn could be like a reception hall.
Oh, I like that.
And the house could be lodging for, the wedding party.
You're already thinking like a developer.
But we got to research the local event market, right?
Of course.
Is there enough demand? What are the permits needed for, events and overnight stays?
All good points. And it wouldn't hurt to, connect with local businesses, caterers, florists, photographers.
Yeah.
Having those partnerships can be really valuable.
Totally agree. Networking, building those relationships.
So what do we think? Could this be the ultimate Texas retreat, or maybe a bustling event center?
The potential's there. It's all about, finding the right fit for the property and the market.
And with a property this unique, the possibilities are really exciting.
They are. Okay, so from a massive property with all those accommodations, let's switch gears to something a little smaller. We're going to Seguin, Texas now.
Right.
20.907 acres. Asking price of $415,000.
So that's like just under $20,000 an acre. The listing says endless potential and even mentions owner financing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which I'm sure will appeal to certain buyers.
Definitely. Owner financing, it opens doors for buyers who maybe can't get a traditional loan. So it definitely broadens your market.
Exactly. Now, this property is accessed through an easement, so it's pretty tucked away.
Privacy is great, but you got to be careful with easements.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Well, you need to really understand the terms of the easement, any restrictions it might have. I always recommend getting a real estate attorney to look over those documents.
Yeah, good advice.
Yeah.
So this property is zoned residential, but I'm wondering, like, what other uses might be permitted that could really change the development game?
Right. Digging into those zoning regulations is key. Maybe there's a niche development opportunity, or maybe you subdivide it into smaller parcels, create a more intimate community.
I like those ideas. Okay, let's head over to Cisco, Texas now. We got 40 acres and a 2010 built home, all for $575,000.
Okay.
That's $14,375 an acre.
So this one's a mix of, you can live there now, and then there's potential for expansion later.
Exactly. And the house itself is it's pretty spacious. 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 2 living areas, 2 dining spaces, a large kitchen.
And a fireplace.
Oh, yeah. Can't forget the fireplace.
Yeah.
And the primary suite even has a sitting area and a really nice bathroom.
Sounds move-in ready for, for someone who wants to enjoy the property while they're planning what to do with it.
Yeah, for sure. And then outside, you get an in-ground pool with a tanning ledge, a covered deck, and a 30 by 40 shop with a 10-foot awning.
No, that's a shop.
That's a dream shop right there. So the question is, what do we do with the land itself? Just keep it as is, develop some more home sites, maybe a little hobby farm?
It's tempting to just subdivide and sell off those smaller parcels. There's definitely a demand for rural properties these days. But this one might also be good for someone with equestrian interests.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I imagine like a small equestrian facility, with riding trails, stables.
I like that. I'm also thinking, with all that Texas sun, maybe a small vineyard or orchard, fresh produce, local wine. That's always a good market.
You're thinking right, but research is key. You got to look at those local market trends, explore financing options, and talk to some experienced professionals.
Good advice. Okay, last stop on our Texas land tour is a property that feels like a blank canvas. We're going to Overton. 66.49 acres, priced at $389,000.
Okay.
It's about $5,851 an acre. This one really gets the imagination going. It's gated, fully fenced, got an open field, a barn structure, a natural pond.
Yes.
Yeah, there's trails that go through the fields and trees, a creek, even multiple gated entry points. And the listing really emphasizes that it's mostly all drivable. So, easy access, potential for development across the whole thing.
And to top it off, it's unrestricted.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so, you could build a dream home, start a livestock operation, really, sky's the limit.
So let's brainstorm. What could we do here? A big equestrian center with trails and state-of-the-art stables,
No.
or maybe a sustainable farm that supplies a farm-to-table restaurant right on the property.
I love those ideas. I'm also seeing like a glamping retreat,
Yeah.
luxury tents tucked away in the trees.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's all about understanding what people want these days. They're looking for those unique experiences.
Exactly, exactly. But we got to remember, developing raw land, it comes with its own challenges.
Right.
Clearing it, putting in utilities, building roads, getting permits, all that takes careful planning and a realistic budget.
Totally. Developing land is a big investment. You need a solid plan and definitely some guidance from people who know what they're doing.
Well, we've covered 6 amazing properties today, each with its own charm and potential for development.
Yeah, from, big ranches to secluded spots to places that already have buildings and stuff. We've seen a lot of different options.
And this is just the tip of the iceberg, right? Texas is full of opportunities for people who know what to look for.
Absolutely.
I hope this Texas land tour has kind of opened your eyes to the potential out there.
Yeah, it's all about, changing how you look at things.
Yeah, instead of just seeing like empty land, imagine what could be there, what needs it could meet, the value you could create.
Every property, I mean, whether it's raw land or already developed, it has a story, right?
And a good developer knows how to hear that story, to see the potential that maybe other people miss. Whether it's a sustainable community out in the hills or a big event center that brings in tons of people, it all starts with vision, right? And being willing to really dig in and explore.
Yeah, that's what this deep dive is all about.
Yeah, hopefully this has got your wheels turning, giving you some good ideas, some things to think about as you navigate this world of land development.
And remember, due diligence. That's your best friend.
Oh yeah.
Do your research, plan carefully, and don't be afraid to ask for help from people who've been there, done that.
Don't let those dreams just stay dreams.
Yeah.
Right. Texas is a land of opportunity for sure.
Absolutely.
So what kind of mark are you going to make on the landscape? That's it for our Texas land edition of the Deep Dive. Thanks for joining us as we explored these properties, dug into their potential, brainstormed some ideas.
Be sure to follow us for more deep dives. We'll be looking at properties and development opportunities from all over the place.
Until next time, happy developing.